Make sure we got lights, camera, action, and we're ready to rock and roll, baby. Let me make sure we got everything. Yeah. Welcome to this transmission. I actually want to tell my vatos real quick. Machiwa. Because this is like a congregation, you guys, of spirit. For sure. And it's like a blessing to us. A huge blessing. A few more seconds here. Because it's like an interesting topic tonight. Wow. Right? Fallen angels. Demons. Lucifer. Satan. All kinds of morning star. Wasur. I welcome you to this live broadcast. This consciousness. This energy. My vatos in the house coming on in. This is a spiritual awakening, you guys. We're going through this ascension on Earth, Tara, Gaia, Armatena. Realize, this alignment. All of these Merkaba. It's a great time to be alive. Truly, you guys, feel your energies rising. Yes, some of you are regulars here. You've been here for a few weeks, a few months, a year, because you can feel the quickening. You can feel the understanding, the comprehension, not just with yourself, but those fellows, brothers and sisters around you. And it's so beautiful. We come together as a group, holy ones. You feel this belonging. You feel this family. And this respect, really. You honor each other. And we're not perfect. We are still inside 2/3 distortion in this hologram field. But we strive towards that better part of our Christos. Because, we're just we're just like a piece, a fragment of our full self. Like if we're down here, well, our full potential is like this. So you're like, 1/5. There's 5 densities, so you're only 1/5. So we're like trying to move our way up higher. You see, those are expansions of God. You know what fallen angels are? Those are distortions of God, where they, instead of ascension, there's something actually called descension. And so you will even find today in modern times, 2023, some people are expanding, ascending, some people are falling. Machiwa. This is based on Ashiana Dean, Kelantic science, Kathara, Voyagers, and beyond. Realize this information is the Ascension Templar, the Ascension mechanics on the planet Earth, that represents this true code, not a false, anti-Christic, New Age teachings. Oh, they'll teach you Merkaba, but it'll be reverse Merkaba. See, you have Christos DNA or anti-Christos DNA. Okay, this is a spiritual war, you guys. We are in it. And we knew that when we, starseeds, indigos, we knew that before we came here. We signed up for it. Literally, we went through an effort to get a soul contract. We had to go through all those steps, right? Machiwa. Michael Wallace, greetings, Holy One. Yvonne, hello. Gennaro, love and light, family. You said it, Holy One. Pink Lemon, much love. Hello, everyone, says Baharak Karami. Metaphysical Mayhem, much love to you, Holy One. You have awesome energy. Check that out. You had to plan that out. Woohoo! You said it. El Salvador, Kirache. Hey, you're speaking our language, man. What's up? And by the way, you guys, Kirache are the primal light fields. And that's part of our hologram reality matrix, the high level. The density 5, the Kirache. And if you go beyond the 15-dimensional time matrix, which a Christed being can, a 12-strand being can leave the time matrix at will. You could just leave your body and leave the entire system. And what you go into is the Kundalini, or also called the cosmos, also called the, these are where the ascended masters are. You could call them Ayani, the Yanis. And so these Ayani are beings that are coming into our hologram, into, lower density, into the manifest forms. See, God, higher forms of God are demanifest. They don't have body. And on my spiritual journey, I saw 2 days ago, that was definitely in those non-form worlds. Like there was no density to them. So this is something that we have in our potential DNA, Holy Ones. We are learning about this mechanics from Ashiana Dean, the guardian materials. You learn from anything from, I also didn't mention sliders. There's this whole sliders video that Iasha has put together. Sliders 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 11. And there's a 12 out there, but that's something that you have to have discernment with, because you can do some research, and but there's another group of teachings called the Tantriya Hura teachings. And that's all. You can go to Ashiana Dean's website and check out this information. There's a lifetime of work behind these teachings, you guys. And I just will always be sending her, anyone new who needs this information, the teachings are here, okay? The guardians have brought them here to Earth, you guys. And we are, it's amazing because I first learned 2010. It was still kind of like not really known. Unless you heard of Carrie Cassidy, then you found out. I happened to be Carrie Cassidy. I went through this progression in my life, of finding truth. I went through Alex Jones, like most people who are on truth path, because they don't know better yet. So we go through some truth, but then we find out some picture. There's something wrong. There's some dark beings. Something about the dark illuminated ones. So anyways, and then you go to Ashiana's teachings, and then you find out about the fallen angelic races. And that's what tonight's topic is, you guys. We have angels, and then we have fallen angels. Now, I want to make a distinction because we have the lost souls of Tara. Now, these beings fell down to earth. That's us down here. This is a fallen place, not a phantom, but this is fallen from our regular station of embodiment. We're supposed to be in 5D, okay? But because of some tragedy, some cataclysm that happened in Tara, well, part of that creation fell into this Venus system and into it created our solar system. So this is where we come up, Wachiwaye. That's another term for fallen angel, because these angels have to be rescued. This is a rescue mission for lost souls of Tara. And I made a whole video about that. That's like one of my first videos here on this channel. I mean, you guys, that is like primitive production-wise, but the teachings are still there. They're freaking straight from Voyagers. I love it. And these teachings are my life now. And I am so honored to be here for you to be a conduit. You can learn from the beginner stuff or get introduced from my contribution, which is basically focusing on Jeshua and Christos and the Lyran people. and star seeds and indigo children. Spiritual awakening, consciousness, and ascension. Right there. That's my focus, right? But to go to the actual techniques and teachings, please refer to our teacher, Ashiana. I'll put a link down there, but you guys can easily find it. And there's a whole bunch of workshops on YouTube, because there's different people uploading them. And, you know, even though they're not supposed to, it's kind of good that there is someone still doing it. So, I love you guys very much, and I do this for you. And I feel so excited in my body. I feel so wonderful. I feel like elevated. Truly, truly, from my normal self, I feel elevated. I feel so like, what's that word? Hopeful. There's another word, but that's a good one too. Hopeful. I feel so hopeful for the future. I know this is realm is changing its frequency. Our DNA is activating. It's truly causing some freaking unbelievable awarenesses within ourselves that is like godlike. Truly, you will not imagine this in normal consciousness. But when you raise when you go on a spiritual journey, you know what you're doing? You're increasing your potential. You're building more. In the Kalantic speak, you're bringing in more Kelon codes, and the more codes you're bringing into your morphogenic field, the more consciousness you're bringing into here, into this 3D experience. You could be also experiencing 4D, 5D, and 6D holy ones. And so that's our soul matrix. Okay? Realize it goes in sets of 3. Dimensions 1, 2, and 3 are where we are. The angel level, the Tara level, is dimensions 4, 5, and 6. So these are 4, 5, and 6. This is your connection to Tara. Okay? So I know when I had like this Kundalini moment that I had total memory of our people. I said, I was in like, I was truly like remembering, like I was there, like returning back to your soul. Excuse me. It's like this, like, try to imagine it. Try to imagine yourself back in 5D in Tara. Right? You start thinking about it. What would it look like? I was there. I was teleported there. I was like in myself, my new body, but my original body. It's like we're not in our. We're in some distorted body, and so we're trying to return back to our original self, which is glorious, you guys. And it's so like godlike to us, unimaginably, incredibly, OMG, Jamaya. So you like get this freaking amazing inspiration, like divine inspiration. Yeah, it's like you felt like you were, boom, like some powerful aspect of yourself just had grace and brought this energy to me for a moment. I remembered in that hour of my time, with myself, with God. We always say, I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. You speak with God, you are with God, you live with God. We are God. These are the teachings of Law of One. These are the guardian principle. We understand ourselves as God, and we understand as all people, all animals, all plants, all subatomic particles, and then go the other way. All astral consciousness, all archetypes, positive or negative. It's all God. And right now, we're in something called a hologram of God. And I say a because there's several. So we're just one of several holograms. But this is our 15-dimensional hologram. And this is God. We're experiencing God. We are speaking God. We are thinking God. This is God. I am God. And say that with me, Holy Ones. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Much respect to all of you present. Peace to you. Love to you. Makoye. Masulshe. What's going on, Indigo children? Machiwa. Metaphysical mayhem. You said it. You got it. See, you guys know what's up. I love your name, Kahulani. That's so beautiful. Wendy. Welcome, Wendy. Blessings, beautiful soul. We're going through this for real, right? We're experiencing it. It's unbelievable, you guys. And it just gives you this tremendous, but you know, you see light and you feel it too. And you go into this understanding of light, this dance of light, this music of light. You just celebrate light. And you know, you feel confident. You can speak with conviction that you are in this light and that you're part of this people. This heritage is in your DNA, guys. It's deep into your junk DNA that we're with consciousness, with these energy techniques, consciousness, using light, sound, symbol code, you know, subconscious codes of matter. You know, we're learning all of these principles again so that we have control over our own ascension process. Realize that you can go inside your Kathara. Do you know what that is? Okay, that's a correction or the true form, not the, what do you call the Kabbalah? Okay, no disrespect to your guys' beliefs. We're law of one, so we honor all your beliefs. No judgment. Just this beautiful love and you know, respect for all life. You know, if someone doesn't, you know, follow your beliefs, like some of your families in a different religion, hello, you respect their beliefs too. You love them, you don't judge them, you don't disown them. You love all, and you're part of the all. You're what's that word? You're in grace. You're in grace, and you have this trust with each other, and we are this representative of this planet, like this of light. We're the healing of that is coming to this earth, to the consciousness of humanity, and it's like offering. It's not a dogma. Everyone has their own God sovereign free will. You have your free will. So you know what that means, right? That means you can't point the finger at anybody. You are the one that is, for everything that you do, even getting angry at someone. What are you doing? Right? What do you think getting angry at someone is? Hello? You control that. You're the one that allowed that to happen, not someone made you angry. Oh, you allowed someone to trigger you. You have a trigger. So realize that we can't point the finger at anyone. You are God sovereign free. So that goes along with it. When there's some issues in your life, drama in your life, problems in your life, you know, stagnation, or just some type of, you know, distortion in general, well, there's a blockage for a reason. There's a distortion. Something is causing that. Something in consciousness. And when you do that, that imprints on your divine blueprint, or you would say your current DNA. It's going to affect it, mochiwa, distort it. Much respect, holy ones. Rational mind. You're so kind, El Salvador. Thank you for being here. Much respect. You said it, Alejandro. One love. Guardian angel of heaven. That's a great way to wake up, Wendy. Most people are like, grumpy, or they don't want to wake up. I feel like no problems with energy in my life right now. Like, I'm not lacking it. Like, I would say by 9 o'clock, then I start to feel tired. And that's a great day because I get up pretty much early. It just depends. And so throughout that whole period, I never lack energy. So everything is good, man. It's so beautiful right now. And I had the most amazing experience in my life recently. So I am on cloud 9, probably going to last 10 days or something, 12 days. You said it. I control my own space, interdimensional, ultra-dimensional, extra-dimensional, and every matrix in existence, and so it is. Wow, that was powerful, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Karma knows. Hey, all. Welcome. You attract what you are. Yes, that is correct. And also think about it, guys. Look in the mirror. Look at yourself. And if you're a girl, look at yourself without makeup. That's the point. We're looking at ourselves. So look at yourself in the mirror, right? And then you see all your thoughts have brought you to that reflection. All your previous thoughts in life have brought you to this. This is a history record. And we go through this record. We go through this existence, right? And we explore consciousness. We explore creation. We explore spirit. Yes? Have a simple form, and it evolves into a greater, more higher evolved form, but greater biology, greater energy, literally, greater consciousness. And that is our journey, guys. That is spiritual awakening. We are accelerating. We're in a period of acceleration. That's why we say it's urgent to focus on spirituality. I mean, you have your free will. You choose. But that's something that some of the guardians are, trying to emphasize. It's a time of acceleration, and you feel it, man. It's undeniable. I mean, you feel, and then plus you just, man, you just in a zone. You get in the zone as a guardian who's truly like focused, and then anything outside that's trying to rumble you're still in the eye of the hurricane, so to speak, in that calm void amongst this turbulation of, negative energies. So we're like, we just keep standing strong, and we are still gentle and kind and beautiful in our spirit and in our outlook, and we are here to, complete our karma, our healing, our, you would say, miasms, and we're meant to assist the planet's healing, and anyone else they're going to be learning from that consciousness, that energy, that information is now represented because of the, you would say, stars children. the star beings. We're coming in. We come in through the soul integration process, the fetal integration process. We're coming through the soul level, through into the fetus, through into your world. So now you're mixed with your human parents' DNA. Now you got a starseed inside there. Now you're this guardian being, came with from the Emerald Covenant, or Emerald Order, brought this code and the teachings of the Law of One and the innerchristos, which we teach here at Ashiana main focus or teachings. The complete teachings, all of the teachings, are called the innerchristos. You could say inner Christ. Not outside yourself. Christ is within. I mean, it's not all about Christ or Jesus or anything. It's the teachings of the Christos. When we reference Christ, the guardians refer to Christ as Christos. And Christos, whatever you hear on the internet, because if you search Christos, you're going to get Jim Carrey talking some spiritual, he thinks something about Christos. It's not Christos. Very clever. Very clever. Anyways, the Christos, spelled with the K, that's how the guardians spell it, with the Y. Christos is a people, a 12th dimensional Lyran race called Anuhazi. They're a people. They're the Christos. The Christos. And then there's the fallen Christos. Against Christos. Christ, and I'm not supposed to say that hashtag here. You know what I mean? Anti-Christos. So this is not reference to the biblical point of view, and no disrespect to any of your beliefs. Remember, we are following Law of One, all are God. So we do speak though about from the guardian point of view. We offer it. It's not dogma. It's a universal law, a sacred universal law. They call it the Law of One. All highly evolved species, alien races, guardian or otherwise. Well, if you're following Law of One, you're following the guardians. So all guardians are following. When I say the word follow, I mean they're part of the Law of One teachings. Okay, you're part of this principle. You know that you're all God, and most of that consciousness is directly, or connecting, feeling its connection to God. When you know it, you start to actually experience it, a connection to God, or whatever level, whether it's a avatar level, or even a rishi level, or ascended master level. You guys, here on 3D Earth, we are capable of connecting to those realms and seeing those beings. And it's all in our DNA. Every one of you humans on Earth have potential of 12 levels. That's avatar level. That's Christos avatar level. Okay? Everyone is. So there's people who have forgotten that. Most of the Christos fell, and now it's some fallen angelic, and there's now other fallen angelics coming from Orion. So you got, then you got the Necromatons, okay, coming from Andromeda. So those are the beetle turtle people, Ashiana calls them. Or tortoise, people. We got tortoise people, we got elephant-looking people, we got dolphin people, we got beetle people. That's weird, right? Beetlejuice, right? That's a Men in Black. Watch out, vatos. Oh, they want to make a funny movie about it, huh? Will Smith? And that other actor. I worked on set with that dude. What's his name? That guy with his face is kind of like scarred from, I don't know what it's scarred from, but anyways, I was on Jason Bourne film, so I was one of the extras, so I saw those actors, and I saw Matt Damon right up close. A few times. Like when I watched the movie, I was looking, I was like, what? Was that me, dude? What? Can you see me? I didn't see the girl though. She was never on set the day I was on set. I never saw that Russian girl. I really wanted to meet her. I mean, not meet her, but, you know, see her. But she... I don't know, she was... I saw a few other actors back there, too. Not just the ones in the movie. They were, like, hanging out back in set. We did a bunch of scenes in the casino, if you guys remember the movie, Jason 5. That was Vegas, baby. Jason Bourne goes to Vegas. You don't get paid much, dude. Oh, shit. But it was kind of freaking cool to do it. It was worth it. Anyways, these fallen angelic races, you guys. These are aliens. Okay? These are beings who were following, like, for billions of years. Like, literally. Hundreds of billions of years. They were all getting along. But then there became some, what Ashana calls DNA code convolution. And it started affecting the consciousness of the Anu race. And the consciousness of the Omicron race. And also the Odedicron. But it's mostly between the Omicron and the Anu, who become the fallen Anu Elohim. So the Anu Elohim against the Omicron Dragon Moth reptilians. So these are fallen, what people are calling fallen angels, or the Guardians call them fallen angels. But you can call them extraterrestrial, you know, or negative aliens and their agenda. They have dark agendas, man, against the human people. And you're like, oh, there's no aliens here. We don't see aliens. Dude, they're here as hybrids. Oh, there's some in spaceships out in orbit, or outside in the system, or cloaked outside our frequency. Understand, it's all about frequency, energy, oscillation, vibration. What's going on? So we are becoming masters of consciousness, masters of energy. You can master your vibration and travel through time. Going through timelines, vatos. So we are expanding, bringing in more Keylon codes. What's up? What's up? Expanding your morphogenetic field. You're getting, you know, like those bodybuilders saying, you're getting, you know, pumped up, man. You're getting those codes. I love you, homies. The malevolent ones, yeah. Hot and cold, chills, then sweat. Wow, that's your chakra having a party, huh? KG. Oh, Tommy Lee. Thank you, Michael. You're right. Tommy Lee. Actunify. Right. Hello, love light. Xena Warrior Princess. Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo? I know Tommy Lee Jones, yeah. Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones, yeah. Yeah, there's a great, what you call, resource, you guys. Look up ascensionglossary.com. Or just type it in Google, Ascension Glossary. That's an awesome Guardian resource. And you guys can always find that stuff out there. So check it out, because it's worth your while. Start saving this information. Put it on your computer. Keep copies of it. Paul King in the house. What's up, Paul? Much love, Actunify. Callie Love Earth Angel. Greetings, Holy One. 52 of you. All right, you guys. Much respect to those who are interested in this topic. I know it's like a little bit dark, but this is all starts from high level up from the 11th dimension. If there's one thing, like there's a bunch of numbers, right, to learn in the Guardian teachings, but when it comes to this, remember the number 11, because the 11 is the dimension where the fallen consciousness starts. Okay? So you're going to have fallen consciousness in all these levels. And so if you go to 12th, there's no more distortion in your consciousness. I've experienced those levels, you guys. So I know humans have this potential. You could experience avatar level. You can experience Christos. I mean, because I witnessed Christos. I witnessed our 12th dimensional avatar. I saw it. You know, it's a collective. It's a huge, giant collective. You should see how it manifests itself. I witnessed how a giant collective was manifesting itself. I heard its sound. I saw its eyes. I saw its faces and its bodies and forms. It was a high level of ourself. And you guys would eventually start referring to yourself as us, as we. And notice this book, it's not officially Ashiana material, but there's something called Law of One, the raw material. The Law of One, raw material. Well, this was also talks about distortion, and I haven't honestly read it all, but I believe some of the stuff that it talked about, it was talking about this unity and distortions and all this concept. That's Guardian speak, man. But you still want to like have discernment, okay, you guys? We really just want to just focus on these Guardian, the official Guardian materials coming out of Ashiana, Iasha, and because there's other distortions out there, and we're trying to avoid that, and the New Age movement is full of these landmines of distortions, and there's others like me who are talking these materials, and my sister Ireland Clark, check out her, she's on YouTube too, and also on a growing channel on Instagram. We also have Lisa Renee, and of course our sister Ashiana. So these teachings will change your life, you guys. This is like brought to us by the Guardian teachings, Speaker 1, and it was like in the late 1990s where it first started coming in. So now there's been these decades have gone by, but we're still talking about it strong because it's happening in this time right that we're in. So there's a window that popped up. I don't know why. Okay. And so you guys are part of this. We're all part of this. And it's like when I'm sensing, what I'm sensing is more of collective energy. Like I'm feeling connecting to it. Like a massive feeling or sensation of a lot of consciousness. So that's in our soul level. Each level is going to have more lifetimes, right? Each dimension. I mean, you live 144 time vectors, and so we're getting DNA codes. You know, a strand of DNA is going to have 12 sub-strands. There's that number again, 12. The divine number is 12. So we have 12 time vectors for each of those sub-frequencies. Okay? So all of these sub-frequencies make a frequency, and those are your lifetimes, 144. Now, in density 1, we experience gender. So you usually are going to go male, female, male, female, male, female in every different time vector. That's what you call your twin flame, according to Ashana. So this is part of the teachings to understand a little bit about Ascension, and which is really describing this incarnation through the time cycle. It's called a Wago cycle, and you're going to learn that's a long period of time. 26,556 years. This period of time is where you live this 144 times. Okay? So you're coming here. Well, so are the fallen angelics. They're living lifetimes too. They're coming into the fallen angelic DNA called, well, it's a hybrid. Half human, half Anunnaki. That's a fallen angelic being. Half. See, I like how Ashana, she describes it as an opportunity. This is an opportunity for this soul, because it's in a human body now, right? To revert, to get its 12 strand back. Because you're inside what's called an Indigo, type 3. So the type 3s, you're a host matrix vatos. That means you are doing this, it's very amazing, beautiful service that you're doing. You're helping another race heal. You're helping the Nephilim, specifically the Nephilim Anunnaki. You're trying to assist them to heal their DNA back to a Christed level. Okay? It's not like religion where you're damned to eternity to some horrible state of existence. That's not love. So, the guardians say, hey, yes, you just have to agree to some terms. No problem. We can help you to heal. And that's literally what the Indigo Type 3s are doing, what some of you are doing. Think of it that way, guys. You're doing an angelic service, a huge service, to come down to this dangerous consciousness level, right? 3D Earth is dangerous. And risk being asleep here. I've heard her say, Ashana, that you could actually get caught up in the falling consciousness. So that's in your mind when you say, do I really want to go down there? Of course, the angels do. They're beyond these distortions we have down here. So, they're going to have their own distortions, but, they're not. They're still in baby levels. Machiwa holy vatos. So you guys, your brother Thavian is gonna be going through a lot of changes, and I just feel like an upgraded version of myself. Truly, I feel so excited about the future, man, and the changes that are gonna happen. First of all, in my personal life, and then, as I get set up in my change, because I'm moving to another place eventually, soon. And this is going to be a big alchemy. This is going to be a transformation in my life, which is going to reflect in my show. My show is going to be a huge, change, difference. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait. Because I'll be able to have a studio set up and a green screen set up, and it's going to be professional cameras and lighting and on fire. And it'll so much more variety instead of this. This is beautiful, but I have the same one in every video, So that's why I want a green screen, and that's a coming. I haven't decided if I'm gonna be in Arizona or Nevada. Excuse me. I'm still trying to decide. I'm looking at listings. I might rent a place. I might boondock. I don't know. I'm being led by my inner God, myself. You know, I'm being led by my higher self, you would say. Just realize that you work with your higher self. Yeah, what's up, Fato? And we're like, whoa, you know, you could call that your guardian angel, but it's just you. You're looking after your lower homies. What's up, Fato? You know, no worship involved. You know, that's what these fallen angels are. They are faking. They're tricking you. No, we are your creator gods. You understand? Everything was love and light for billions of years. And then there was DNA co-convolution that happened in the Anunnaki, or the Anu Elohim, and the Omicron Dragon Moth. That started distortion. That started hatred, anger, fear, judgment. You see these traits? Okay, so the falling consciousness went into a convoluted consciousness. All right, and it caused horror, wickedness. That became their energy. I mean, their source of power. They would siphon it. You know, these devils, these demons, these fallen angels, these vampires, they take from others energy. All right? Because they're finite consciousness. They're vampiric because they have no life force. So they must get it from another source. Like maybe you. Or the human race or something. Or planet Earth. Or some, because they feed off of planets, people, races, individuals. They will, you know, they're coming on in, but you guys are thinking of them from a religion point of view, from a guardian point of view. This is an extraterrestrial multidimensional consciousness messing with you. And depending on you and your energies and your awareness, because you do become aware and enlightened, I hope that's what we're working towards, that you will be able to know what the F is going on. And we learn about, hey man, you start to value your energies and who you associate with, who you hang out with, what your relationships are, what your conversations are. You know, you start to be very mindful. And you become smart about it. You become so, you realize it's just a matter of just letting this flow of love and sweetness and kindness and joy and bliss. You just let it flow, man, and it's just building up. It's just building up your consciousness. It's expanding your morph field. You're just like, you know, you're gonna be skyrocketing towards those ultra high frequencies, baby. And what's up? You know what's up? Because, you know, higher frequencies means faster, speeding up. So when you know you're in acceleration, you know we are raising our consciousness. It's raising, not falling. Judgment, hatred, angry, you know, all that stuff is falling. Falling. And if I put my hand like this and I went falling, look, you're taking. You're taking. Or, you know. I love you guys. I'll taste my lemon a little bit. That's my lemon water. I always have probably like 3 glasses of lemon water in my day. And I like to eat the lemon too after I'm done or something. So what's important, guys, this is a spiritual war. And since it is, that means we, as a priest of light, that's what we are. Priest up, baby. We're priests of light. And you need to learn how to guard yourself, protect yourself. Okay? And so it comes with consciousness and awareness and these techniques and some ancient practices of spiritual protection. It's not new or something. So tried and true, right? And mostly it's about your awareness and your connection to your God self. Your awareness is here, not outside yourself. You're seeking out here, Holy One, but you just have to look inward. You are this concept, law of one. You're a creation of the Creator. It doesn't, you can call it God. The Guardians call it Unicide. Okay? The Kundare, all these beings are the beings that created life in the hologram fields. And so we exist up there, really. That's our true identity. All this drama is just nonsense. I mean, it's just like it's feels so real, but it's not. It's an illusion of being real, of being solid, of being a 3D world. It's not 3D world. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's the harmonic of 3 tones: bass tone, overtone, resonant tone. Koichiwa. It's not a solid. It's a spectrum of frequency. And you have consciousness in that spectrum of frequency. You are first dimensional. If you have a strand 1, is that not subatomic? If you have a strand 2, is that not plant, animal, and elemental? Okay? You have a strand 3. If you're coming here as a starseed, you have maybe a strand 4 and a strand that's astral, strand 5, archetype, strand 6, angelic. Machiwa. I love you guys. My Lirin Vatos! What's up? Kochiwa! Over 200,000 subscribers, baby! What's up, Christos Avatar? Welcome live, Xana, Warrior Princess. Much respect, thank you. Michael Wallace. I found some information that make other races process their karmic loads. Crystal Star! Yes, they are taking. And we don't let them take anymore. We don't allow it. Does that say Arlo, the amazing mini Dutch hound? That's cool. I love Dutch hounds. Brian from Sarasota, Florida, sending love. Much respect, Brian. That you guys know Sarasota. That's where Asciana supposedly lives. And there's also a major Stargate there. You would say remnants of that ancient Atlantean age. Actually, when you see from the Guardian material, how big the continent was of Atlantis, you know where the Atlantic Ocean is. Well, there was a continent there, and it went all the way up to England, Ireland, Wales, and this is all the way to Sarasota, Florida, apparently. Or the Bermuda area, getting close to that triangle thing. Why is there some strange energies there, right? Well, now you know why, Machiwa. There's some multi-dimensional vortex, maybe? I love this topic, Stargates. You would call it a Merkaba field, a star tetrahedron. When you got these forces, these geomancies, one spinning one way at one speed, the other spinning another speed, That's power. And we have this Merkaba in our own matrix and beyond. Okay, many vortices that align within ourselves in this spiritual awakening, in this ascension. And we kind of sort of rely on the planets going through this because we're on its body, you see. So you're either going with Earth, the part of Earth that is raising its, frequency to that kochiwa, that level, or it's a consciousness that either is going to rinse and repeat, this huge cycle, or go into some type of, in the Guardian teachings and the Voyagers, they mention something called Phantom Earth. So we know part of Earth does fall into Phantom. It's part of some of the choices that our people have chosen. The beautiful, amazing thing about the Emerald Covenant, there is this, you could say, promise that all consciousness someday shall return to Source God. Realize that there will be some, maybe, singularity, a unification. Okay, we're bringing this together because it's activating in Earth's fields. Okay, those stargates on Earth, they went through a process of, they call it an activation cycle, stellar activation cycle, Stargate activation cycle, and open. Now they're closing. The seventh trumpet, the seventh gate is closed. Okay, so we have these other ones still yet, but that's why the consciousness on Earth is going through this symptoms. Some of it's not feel good. It's like some growing pains. No, it's really literally, you guys, that junk DNA activating. It's going through changes, and even if you're not on a spiritual journey, you are going through changes. So they will be going through different types of changes. And so now we are just Chikiwa awakening. We find ourselves coming together because we came here as a group. A special DNA, even out of that Jeshua line, King Solomon line, Ceres Egyptian line, you're going to find these people, these star beings, those children come in with those indigo aura. Machiwa. We are realizing, and I use it as a verb, we are realizing our DNA. Okay? This planet is acting, is this opening, closing. There is chaotic, frequencies that are going to be involved with this. You call the fallen angelic. You call the devils the demons. Okay? I mean, these are the dark, malevolent, negative, and they're ancient aliens. Okay? And they bring their false creeds to our planet. They bring their religions from Nibiru. We have Jehovah Anunnaki from Sirius, but we have all of these other hybrid Anunnaki, Inki Anunnaki, Enlil. Oh, you got a lot of New Agers love Enlil, yes. What's up with that, right? Enlil, Inki, they're not even human. Insectoid, reptilians, serpents, that's not human. So, you got something called the Galactic Federation. Well, all you got to do is look at their creed. What is their spirituality? We say the same thing about, these other beliefs in this movement. It started out as this channeling movement, and we're talking about Ashiana is mentioned all the way back from 1750. They've been coming in. This, I can't even use some of these hashtags. These fallen beings that started coming in. When I say coming in, we're talking about through the, you know, how the star seeds come in, the indigos come in through fetal integration. Well, the Anunnaki souls are coming into the hybrid, and so are the reptilians. So you don't just have humans on Earth. Okay, so we talk about fallen angelics, you think maybe, oh, angels in heaven and Lucifer. Hello. We're redefining this. Fallen angelic, from the Guardian point of view, Ashiana Dean's Voyager's material and beyond, you find out that these are actually reference to extraterrestrials. See, we live in this is our terrestrial world, our realm, our dimension. Well, there's outside of our terrestrial, extraterrestrial. And beyond this spectrum of extraterrestrials, you're going to find metaterrestrials. They don't have this density. Okay? And you get to the point where these beings, these civilizations are immortal. Okay? So, now not all of the fallen angelics are in the Phantom Matrix. Now let me show you the Phantom Matrix real quick. Machiwa. Because this will help you visualize. Well, actually, let me open the diagram. Because, you know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? All right, so we have Creator God, okay? Remember, everything started as benevolent. Everything started connected to, you know, like a direct connection to God. But God downstepped itself. It wanted to experiment its you know, and learn about itself through itself, through us. In these ascended master levels, in the cosmic level, and there's a spectrum here: the Akkadic, Polaric, and Triadic, Eka, Rishi, those geomantic entities. Okay, also called the Kundalini, also called the primal sound fields. This is our cosmos. It's not the same as a universe. The universe, when you mention universe, now you're talking about holographic worlds made to simulate physical solid manifestation. See, real beings are unmanifest. These beings do not have body. These are eternal gestalts of consciousness living forever and ever. We'll get to the fallen angels, don't worry. Well, it came and created life. These don't look human. They're what? Made of thermoplasm. They're crystal gas beings. They look like suns, hot plasma. You got the blue flame suns, Rishi. That's why you call them solar Rishi. The Lyran word is Brenua. Ashiana calls them Brenua. I heard her call them both. So they're like, I've seen these beings. They're electrifying. They're plasmic. They're bright. They're powerful. This is beings created life below it in the density forms. So the first density is called liquid light. Now this is where the first level of liquid light is called Christos avatars. Okay, so these Christos avatars is where we get another race. Its sister race was called Avion. Called Anu, and they live on Avion. Let me go to the part down here. Anu. The Anu live in the 11th dimension. Are the sister race, the Christos race. I keep talking about the Christos. This is the Christos. They're cat people, vatos. They're blue skin. There's blue humans. There's blue angels. There's blue people, are, you know, cat people, I mean. So this race didn't want to be nice, and it fell and became the fallen consciousness. This is your first level of fallen angels. They're not really angels, though. They're avatars. This is your dark avatars. They're not the only ones. It was also the Omicron I mentioned. Okay? This is a battle between Anu Elohim and the Omicron. The ones who threw the first punch, though, was the Anu Elohim. They started it and reversed their 11th dimensional gate to destroy this gate. Okay, that caused a lot of problems. That's why you got a lot of fallen consciousness. See all the red? And we're up and in that drama on Earth where we're experiencing mortality and death. It's not our natural state, holy ones. We come from a divine state, an eternal life. We're carbon crystal. We're giants. Okay? You're not aging. You're perfect. You don't have to take baths. You don't stink. You don't have to go to the bathroom. You don't have to feed yourself. You just eat air, Vato. Okay? So, this is not normal. We think it's normal. No, it's not. We need to go beyond the ego, beyond your personal logos, and bring in that soul, Vato. Bring in your super consciousness, your collective. Okay? That's what Tara is all about. That's what 5D is about. You understand? What's up? Angels and archangels. This is a spiritual war, Vatos. You see these dark ones? They chose this creed. Let me find the creed. Let's find it. Give me just 1 second here. This is their creed. But it's maybe your creed too. I don't know. Is it? That's not the. This is the fallen angelic creed. Well, no, thank you. This is our creed. Have you? When's the last time you felt joy? How about grace and gratitude, or are you too busy judging? Yeah. So we transmute. We're awakening. This is a spiritual war. There's lots of fallen angels. Hello. And they're up. Look what you're worshiping. I mean, look what's in your Bible. Elohim is in your Bible. Giovanni, dark avatars are Jehovah, Yahweh, Nephilim beings. What? What's this? Anunnaki and Egyptian humans? Yeah, that's what a Nephilim is. That's what's destroyed one of the human seedings. A fallen angelic Nephilim. Fallen angelic Anu. All these races. Oh, what about the Omicrons? Well, they made some races too called dragons, draconians. Oh, they made a hybrid as well, a human lizard hominid. Don't forget about the chupacabras. All kinds of beautiful, lovely creatures, huh? Those short grays don't like us very much. Neither do the Regalians or, those tall grays. Well, there's some even worse ones. We haven't gotten to Luciferians yet. These are half Anunnaki, half Dracon. So now we start getting men in black. We start getting vampires. Okay, all kinds of interesting hybrids. Centaurs? What are you talking about, Willis? That's right. Satan. Here's your fallen angelics. Oh, you guys are loving on Inky these days. Oh, are you? They are not human. I hear people saying, oh, they made the Latinos and the blacks. Hello, they're not human. That's why they make hybrids. To be pretty perfect humans. Pretty perfect humans so they can blend in with the human race. This planet, Earth, we're not alone Is anybody out there? Yes. No, I gotta switch my battery out. It's not done charging, so I hope we can do this. Machiwa, thank you guys for coming to my live, homies. Give us about 20 seconds here. It takes a while for the camera to come back on. We got this going on, Vatos. You feel it. Or you don't. But I think you feel it. Yeah? You feel it. All right, guys. I'm sorry it took so long. I dropped my glasses. All right. Here we go. I can't believe they didn't break. I can't believe it didn't. All right. Ali Mac. Thank you for being a member, Holy One. I've heard one guy saying Inky was Jesus and he's coming to save humanity. This is exactly what they do. They put themselves in place of the Guardians. What I'm saying is we're all God, right? 1 second. We talk about baby, and so you're here.